Hello everyone, morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Noviandira. You can call me Bunga with me. K1325005. Today I will discuss about geometry sequence. Okay guys, before we discuss about geometry sequence, the learning goal is student understand to how identify a geometry sequence and student understand when and how to use formula geometry sequence. Okay guys, what is a geometry sequence? A geometry sequence is a pattern that has a constant multiply or ratio for every two extant terms. The ratio in a geometry sequence is usually symbolized by R. Geometry sequences are also commonly referred to as geometry sequence. Okay, example. From the sequence, we can see from the first term to second term and the second term from the third term have a constant multiply is 2 because 3 times 2 is 6 and 6 times 2 is 12, 12 times 2 is 24 and 24 times 2 is 48. So this is a geometry sequence. Okay, you can which one is the geometry sequence and you can pause the video to solve it. Okay guys, and the answer is this because the ratio is the sequence is 5 and 3 times 5 is 15 and 15 times 5 is 75 and go on. And this is now is geometry sequence because the ratio is plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 and this is a neither. And this is now geometry sequence because the ratio is plus 7 and this is a arithmetic sequence. Okay guys, we can find the ratio by using the formula is this. R equals U sub n divided by U sub n minus 1. R is common ratio, U sub n is the n term, and U sub n minus 1 is the previous term, and the position of the term. Okay, for example, you have a geometry series is 1, 3, 9, 27, 81. Okay, the first term of the geometry sequence is 1. Then R is, we use this formula and we have U sub 2 divide U sub 1. U sub 2 is 3, this. And U sub 1 is 1, this. 3 divided by 1 and the ratio is 3. Okay, next the formula is U sub n equals A times R raised n minus 1. It's used to find the nth term of a geometry sequence and term. R is the first term, R is common ratio, and the n is number of terms. Others, for example, we have a geometry series is 1, 3, 9, 27, and 81. Okay, we use this formula guys. Then we try to find U sub n. For example, if the n we want to find is 6, then we use this formula and we have U sub n is U sub 6 equals n minus 1 is 6 minus 1 is 5. And the R is the 1, this, and the ratio is 3 because the ratio is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And 9 times 3 is 27. So the ratio is 3. Okay, we have u sub 6 equals 1 times 3 to the power of 5. So we get u sub n equals 1 times 243, and we get u sub 6 equals 243. Okay, formula for the sum of the geometry sequence is the Sn equals R multiplied by R to the power of n minus 1 divided by R minus 1 if R greater than 1, or Sn equals R multiplied 1 minus R of the power of n divided by 1 minus R if R less than 1. For example, we have a geometry series is 1, 3, 9, 27, and 81. Then we try to find a sub n. For example, if the n we want to find is 3, then we use this formula, and we have s sub n is s sub 3 because we want to find is 3. So s sub 3 equals a. This a is 1. This multiplied by 3 to the power of 3 minus 1. The ratio is 3 because 1 times 3 is 3, 3 times 3 is 9, so on. The n is 3 because the n we want to find is 3, then n is 3 minus 1. 3 to the power of 3 is 27. 27 minus 1 is 26. So we have s sub 3 equals 1 times 26 divided by 3 minus 1 is 2. So we get s sub 3 is 13. Guys, given the sequence is 4, 12, 36, 106, 324. Okay, the first term a is 4, this, and the ratio r is 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36, and so on. The ratio is 3. Okay, we use this formula. A sub n I stem R raised n minus 1. So A sub n is 7. A 7. So A is 4 and the R is 3 and is 7 minus 1. 4 times 3. 7 minus 1 is 6. So we get 4 times 728. So we get this is okay. We find the 15th term. Okay, the first term A is 4, yes, and the ratio is 20 divided by 4 is 3 because 4 times 3 is 12, 12 times 3 is 36, so the ratio is 3. Okay, we use the formula is formula A such and A R rise and minus 1. This is we use this formula. So this A 15 A such 15 equals A is first term is 4, so 4 times R is ratio is 3 and N is 15, this 15 minus 1, so we get 4 times 3 of the power of 14. 5 times 4, 7, 8, 2, 9, 6, 9. So we get 1, 9, 1, 3, 1, 8, 7, 6. This. Okay, see, find the sum of the first 50th term. We use the formula is S sub n I multiplied R by n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Okay. The first term is 4. 4 is 8. And the ratio is 3 because 12 divided by 4 equals 3, and 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. Okay. Use this is formula, and this is 5 terms. Sorry, this is a 5 terms. So S 5 equals A is 4 multiplied by R is ratio is 3 and is this n is 5 minus 1 divided by R is 3 minus 1. So we get 4/30 of the power of 5 is 243 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 is 2. Okay. So we get 4
times 242 minus 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. So 2 times 242. So we get 484. Finish.